Let me tell you a little story, got some news I want to share. Let's discuss a world of politics and ideas we can't compare. Let me give you some perspective on the way things seem to be. Moving forward with our medicines and all technology. That the world is full of stranger things that we can't comprehend. Full of creatures from another world and conspiracies, my friend. Tell me more about the chemicals that are active in our brains when we feel the thing that we call love ties us up and chains. On the JAG Show. On the JAG Show. Hey. On the JAG Show. Ow.
What's up, everybody?
Hip hop hooray.
Wow.
Keep it the hop hooray.
What's up, everybody? I am Jimmy, and this is the JAG Show.
Yo.
As you can see,
I'm used to hearing AJ Moreno in the beginning.
yeah, man. AJ Moreno is in baby hiatus
Deported.
still.
¿Dónde estás, fool?
He has been abducted by his baby.
So he had the baby?
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
congrats, dude.
Love
yeah.
that
girl.
baby
Little girl.
It came out of his ass.
Ah, yeah.
It's wild.
He said he had the baby.
What's what do you name her?
Logan. So
There we
shout
go.
out little baby Logan.
Oh,
little
yeah.
cutie.
Hopefully she's listening.
Logan.
Hey, ha.
Hope that
hey,
didn't wake you up,
give
little
it to me
baby.
now.
And in his place, final form, Angel, it is David.
Hello.
Hello. How are
Gentlemen,
you?
I don't have an intro song,
Nah.
nothing.
Charlie.
It's not
No.
working. Oh,
Okay,
there it
here we
is.
go. Well,
Getting sexual.
I have been looking at you a certain way lately, so there's that.
So welcome.
What's up? Thank you for
How
having
are
us
you?
back. I'm
Thank
doing
you.
good, dude.
Welcome back. I know this is a bit of a surprise.
Yeah, it might look a little awkward, I would imagine, for
Yeah,
everyone.
so bear with us. All right. And
It's like there's a giant white guy
it's in
and
final
a small
form,
Indian dude.
Jason. It is our good friend Zachary.
Zachary. Hey.
Hallelujah, it's raining men.
Uh-huh.
What's
And
going on, guys?
Of course. How are you, man?
Good to
Welcome
see you.
back
Doing all right,
again.
dude. I'm doing all right,
Thank you
man.
for filling in the
Thank
shoes.
You. Thank you for having
guys
us.
again
Yeah.
for
Thank you,
coming
dude.
on
Thank you for
such
having
late
us.
notice again. Thank you, everybody, for bearing with us, all two of you.
Shout
out.
Bearing down.
Bearing down on us.
Casting
Shout
spells
out.
at you.
And, of course, last but not least, it is the homie, Dre Day all
Fuck the
day.
pain away. Fuck the pain away. Fuck the pain away. Fuck the pain away.
Hey.
My motto.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. There it is.
And, of course, it is I. Nobody cares.
Ooh.
Give it to me, please.
Hi, guys.
Dude, you know that had like the same kind of beef that like when you it's like the face you make when you smell shit, dude. Like
Oh, like,
yeah, there's just like
That's a corny shit.
ooh.
This
It's just that every single beef that you. I mean, like I
Yeah.
don't know if like a lot of people knew this, but like we were all hardcore kids. We all went to hardcore
Yep.
love it.
hardcore shows together and stuff like that,
Shout out.
metalcore shows and stuff. But dude, that was the face you would make every single time.
Absolutely.
Something was just so heavy, but like you wouldn't even like get into the pit or anything. You would just stand there and just go. That is the smelliest thing I've ever smelt in my life, dude.
Hey,
I remember one time
Angel
Jimmy.
said, I grew a few inches, turned white, and grew a killer beard. Of all, I'm most shocked by the beard.
Hey,
It keeps your face warm, dude.
Lovely beard it is.
Hey, don't forget to live chat on YouTube.
Oh, yeah. Hit us up.
Hit
Like
us
and
up.
subscribe. Give us
Yeah.
a chat.
What's that
Also,
phone
the
number,
phone number
Playboy?
is 323-743-3731.
Yeah,
and this
there
is
we
that face we were talking about.
Yep.
This
That's
one right
literally
here.
the face right there. Now, you play something inverted and like drop A sharp or something like that. That's gonna get that reaction every fucking time.
Oh, yeah.
Every fucking time.
Oh yeah, it's just
All right,
like you
guys.
just smell shit,
Every
Excellent.
time.
Yeah,
Every
dude.
time. Sexcellent.
Excellent.
dude. We you know what we did last weekend, Jimmy?
What's happening?
We need to go do this, dude. A fucking escape room.
Oh
bro.
yeah,
Escape room.
Have you ever done one of those?
No, what is an escape room?
Ooh. Those things, dude. It's so much fun,
You
bro.
never had an
It's
older
so much
brother?
fun. Have you ever done that, Jack?
Yeah, I've done a couple.
Yeah, they're dope, right?
No shit.
It's so much fun, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. What are they?
It's exactly what it sounds like, dude.
Yeah, you
gotta
get locked into a room.
You get
Yeah.
paid to
No,
called-
you have to
it's
pay
called-
it to go.
It's called prison, bro.
Yeah.
It's called prison break.
But you're paying for it. But you're paying for
I'm
it.
willfully getting locked up.
But
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
get out.
Yeah.
If you figure this
Alone?
shit out.
Alone?
Get it out.
Like alone by yourself?
No, you got soft cruise.
there
and
was
shit.
No, we
6
were.
of us.
Yeah, there were 6 of
It's a
us.
live
But
video
you get
game.
locked. You pay. You get
a
locked
live video
into a room.
game.
Yeah.
Oh, for
Yeah,
sure.
and
Is it,
it's
how hard is
solving
it though?
solving puzzles.
I think the one that we did had like a
was medium.
30% like success rate.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure. Like right.
So I
right.
guess that was
let
like
me tell you, they tell that to everybody just to make us feel better.
So
Swear
for-
to God.
for
I
all-
believe that.
I heard the
believe
bitch
that.
say the same thing she told us to the people before us.
No way.
After us, I was like, fuck
I mean,
this cunt.
I
J
mean,
or
shit,
nay?
for
J
all
or
we
nay
know.
on what Jerry's saying right now?
I say
believe
J,
it.
yeah.
I
Tells it
believe
to
it.
everybody.
I believe it. Yeah. I believe that shit.
Well, they
dude.
want you to come back and do the harder one so you
Yeah.
can get fucked in the
But I'm
mouth.
totally
and,
down, dude.
and like fail
I
at
told
it.
her
down.
to do the harder one.
Totally not, dude. That shit is so much fun, bro.
Yeah.
So much fun.
Like
Went in there
what is it, like,
lit.
like
Lit,
$100 or
bro.
what?
Nah, well, per person,
Between-
the one that we did between
Roughly
6
$30
people was $35.
Oh, all
it's
right,
not
that's
that
not bad.
And
How
nobody
long-
else-
How long did it take for you
You
guys?
get an
An
hour.
Oh,
Took
no,
us
we-
58
oh, you
minutes.
get an hour.
58 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah,
do
yeah, we
people-
got out in 2 minutes, bro.
Okay, have you heard any horror stories about
Like
an
what?
escape room? Like I don't know. Like
Well,
you
like
became
people
an
get-
actual escape
so-
room?
I think the guy.
I didn't. Well,
I- you have-
I
you have-
legit was
Like
tripping
Marge?
that I was gonna be like that, bro. Like, cause I get kind of claustrophobic,
Yeah.
but then I walked into the room and it was just fucking. It
You're
was big in
thinking-
there, bro.
but
I
You're
could,
thinking
Yeah.
of you're thinking of haunters, that fucking those freaky weird haunted
the ones where you
houses.
sign
Yeah.
waivers.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
ever see
so
those?
they
Oh,
have
oh,
the-
17
they
doors,
have,
right?
They have one
They
that's
get
like
to touch you and shit.
they have one that you have to sign a waiver, but that's not. It's like a terrorist abduction scenario.
Oh,
Oh,
And you
shit.
get abducted.
Oh, shit.
It's kind of like a haunted house, but you're being abducted in a terrorist situation.
Oh god
Fuck
damn.
Yeah,
all
see,
that
like-
And you get
noise.
waterboarded and
Jesus.
shit.
Ugh.
God damn.
You guys
Laura-
not down?
Nah, I'm alright on that.
Are you really trusting the guy making $9.50 to fucking waterboard you, dude? No,
Sure.
I am not, dude.
That's-
Bro,
I'll
you're
go to
trusting the
those
guy
then.
making $9.50 to make your burger. You're trusting him
true.
not to stick his dick in it.
That's true.
That's why they
That's
need
true.
15.
True. No, my lady went to
actually,
some
I
like
tell
that.
him charge me $5 and put extra dick in it.
My lady went to some shit like that this
Like
past
one of the
Halloween.
extreme ones?
17 doors, yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
What is
Shit.
like? What is it like?
It was all about like it was all
psychological? Is it,
about
like-
phobias. So I mean, there are like
Oh.
people like
Like
scaring you,
fear
and stuff.
factor kind of
But
shit.
like one of the things, like it brought like this plastic thing like right over your face, like for like claustrophobia. There was one. There was
Oh,
like
gotcha.
legit bugs. My
Oh,
lady said
fuck.
that they were in a room where
Fuck all that.
they had to like pull like a trigger or a handle or something like that, and it would electrocute somebody else.
oh,
Yeah.
like Saw.
Yeah. So like she got, I think she got shocked once, but yeah, she told me it's crazy, and I was like, nah, I ain't ever gonna go fucking.
Yeah,
do
I'm
that.
like-
I'm alright on
Crazy.
that, bro. But the escape
Your
rooms,
girl's down,
totally
and
down.
his fool's like, no, I don't want to.
I hate that kind of
I
shit.
hope your
too.
girl's 5 foot. And you're
You
just
know-
standing there like scared, like I don't want to go. Oh, wait for you outside.
All right,
I'm gonna go
all
get some
right.
shoes across the street.
Dude, our first date, we went to fucking Scary Farm, bro, and I got scared like that. Dick. Like somebody jumped out, and I was like, ah.
bruh,
I mean, bro.
bruh.
I'm a manly man. I can admit that shit, dude. I can admit that shit.
That's great, man.
How high pitched was the scream?
I wasn't that high pitched, bro. I was
She
more
was
like.
Did you bring condoms?
I probably.
For her.
It was more
Did
one of
you?
those. It was more of like the like that. Like I was trying to get out of the way, dude. Like I was gonna like that meme video where the dude's gonna like punch him.
Hey,
in
you
the
know
mouth.
what's
Yeah.
dope? You know what's dope
Oh,
at
that's
Knox Bay Farm a while ago? I went with some friends, and I'm not scared of that shit or whatever. So
Yeah.
I was walking through the haunted house, and everybody was freaking out and using me as a shield, like
Yeah.
holding me forward and squeezing the back of me on
Yeah.
my friends. And what was weird is at one point I ended up with somebody else's chick on my arm.
Hey,
Literally was
there
like,
you go.
whose chick is this? Whose chick? And the guy was like, it's mine, it's mine. And she was just like a cat. She went from one to the other. I was like, what the fuck? And I told my chick, hey, I'm sorry, dude.
But can we bring her home?
But she's hot as fuck.
I don't
That's
remember.
too good.
I just remember she was small, and I was like, whose chick is this?
I can't. I'll be honest with you. I can't remember the last time I went to like a Not Scary Farm or any one of those.
I went for my cousin's birthday maybe like 6 or 7 years ago, man. It just was not enjoyable, dude.
Yeah.
Wasn't enjoyable at
Too
all.
many people.
Too
Yeah,
many
it's way
people.
too many
like,
people.
but dude, like the mazes and shit like that, dude. Like, you know, like you go into it, but there's just a whole string of people in front of you, so you know where they're popping out from. So it's like this is whack.
Nah, but what also sucks now is that they charge you extra for that shit now.
The front of the line pass and
No
shit.
Or
Yeah.
not
shit.
even like at Six
Yeah.
Flags. If you could go, but to do any of the mazes, they charge you.
Why?
Yeah, that's right. I've only done the Six Flags one once, and I remember that. Like there were certain mazes you had to pay extra money for.
And
Yeah, it's
Universal,
ridiculous.
Dumb.
Universal has premium ones
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
are also you like. Some of them are open, but not all of them. You
Ah.
have to pay extra for all of them.
Yeah, see, I don't know if I'd want to do
And
that.
I think they do
you know
like
what
a
I mean?
VIP through the back lot too,
Yeah,
so where you can
the
walk
tram.
around and
Yeah, that's one
people
of the,
fuck with you.
That's
and
one of the
shit.
ones you have to pay for. 'cause
Fuck all
we
that
don't-
noise, dude.
But you know what? Honestly, who the fuck wants to pay to walk, man?
Yeah.
Drive me around and scare
Yeah.
my ass.
Scare me.
give me a rascal at least, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, let me get a rascal.
Well, the thing is, it's
Yeah.
like you're already
Segue
paying
your
like
ass.
$120 to get in. You know, that's not
Yeah.
mentioning
Or-
parking.
Dude.
Yeah, that's true. And food and shit like that.
Hey, fuck
Yeah.
all that, man. Just let me fucking stand in one place and you just stay virtual, bro. That's
Oh
it.
yeah, yeah.
There
Just
we
strap on an
go.
Oculus,
Put,
dude.
put an Oculus on my face and have a guy playing with my ass the whole time. I'd be scared shitless. I'd be scared shitless.
Giving you a rusty trombone.
Like, why
Bro,
don't
I would freak the fuck out. If I had to walk through there with Oculus naked, I'd be like,
Yeah, you know what, dude? I
why am I
straight up
coming
got,
so much?
I got motion sickness off one of those one time,
So
man.
did I.
It was
hey, you really are a bitch, huh? No,
dude. It was the weirdest
yeah,
shit I've
it's
felt in my
true.
life,
It's
dog.
true.
No, dude. I was when I worked for Geek Squad, I was testing one of those out like on
Yeah.
this guy's computer,
Uh-huh.
and I did the ISS one where you're floating through space.
Fuck
Oh,
I'm like,
that's
that.
serious.
yeah, I had the headphones and the shit on, and I was like
Fuck
doing the
that.
shit, dude. Like, I lost myself for a second, then I was like, oh my god, I think I'm gonna throw up, dude. I had to take
It's
that
serious.
shit off, man.
Yeah,
when I got it, I was
crazy.
playing these games where because you either walk around like by walking, like so you're like kind of sliding around,
Yeah.
or you do these jumps, like these apps where
Yeah.
you're pointing and you go.
Oh,
poof, and you-
shit.
And because I was doing that so much, and there's one game where like, you're a ninja, you could double jump, backflip,
Yeah,
all that
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Hey.
I started like every time I was walking around the real world, if I stand still, I felt like I was still moving. Like I felt like motion was still happening, bro. I swear to God.
Oh, that's
And I
such
was
a
like,
terrible
oh,
feeling.
I
Oh,
spent too
that
much
is
time on
How
that shit.
high
Am
were
I
you?
having acid flashbacks right now?
yes, but it wasn't that. It was something.
That's great.
Can you have acid flashbacks?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
No
yeah.
shit.
I heard you can have like legit
It's
like
embedded-
mushroom flashbacks. Like if
It's
you
in your spine,
All of
right?
that's embedded
No
in your
way.
spine. Ecstasy, mushrooms, acid.
Good
oh,
times.
shit.
Yeah,
Good
crack your
times.
back a
My
certain
spine-
way, you start tripping.
My spine, I'm gonna sell it on the black market before I die. Somebody's getting high.
Hell
as
yeah,
fuck.
there you go.
You'll be able to smoke
Somebody's
it.
Getting high as
Just,
fuck.
I want to turn into a blob before I die. So just sell my spine.
yeah.
I'm gonna soil myself.
Imagine that though, like the Family Guy dude, like when he turns into that big ass blob. He's working in Hollywood. But yeah, so just been chilling, dog, in the escape room, shit like
The
that.
escape
Everything's
rooms.
good, dog.
That's good.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah,
times.
it was like a bank heist, which was kind of cool, dude.
So you were in a bank vault,
Yeah.
or had to get out of
No,
one?
no, we had to
Break
steal
into
some-
one and
break
get
into
out.
one to get out.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Nice,
we had
nice,
a-
nice.
we had a
How long
couch
did it
or
take you
something.
guys?
That's pretty dope.
58
58
minutes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Good times.
58
Good times.
You
Shout
took the whole
out.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, just about the whole time.
Well, that's what the guy said. So J or nay, was that guy being truthful?
Don't think
It's like
so.
you fucking retards.
Don't think so.
Did he
This
help-
shit was
did he- Did
easy.
he help you along the way at
He
all?
did. He
Yeah,
he
yeah, we got
nudged us
hints
a
and
few
shit.
times, and he
Exactly,
gave a
like-
straight up hint.
Right there, bro.
No, he's like,
He's like, I want to get to lunch, man. 58 minutes is the record. I don't
We
give
had
a
to
fuck.
like back up. We had to back up to like look at this.
pretty
shit.
much.
He's like, you guys are looking at it,
I'll
but
be honest. I'll be honest. I had a reason to ask because they had to nudge us too.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
no shit.
I
Yeah.
think everybody gets nudged because they're
Yeah.
fucking retarded. They want to get to lunch.
Well, because you get like you'll get stuck on something and you're not sure because they make it very apparent in the beginning
Yeah.
that you might get stuck on something that has nothing to do with this
Yeah,
puzzle.
yeah.
We just put it there.
Oh.
And me and this fool were
Like a
doing
prop or a
yeah.
banana.
Me and this fool were setting up this board.
Mind
we
you,
were like-
faded, bro.
Big-
Faded.
Yeah, dude, stoned out of our
Faded.
fucking minds.
Of course.
And I was
Faded.
like,
Of course.
dog, I think this is. I don't think we need to pay attention to this, dog. This seems like one of those ones
Sirs,
that's like.
sirs, you're
and he
too
was
high.
like-
Sirs,
he was
get
like,
out.
look at that board again, rearrange it. Look at it, because some of it's wrong. And we looked at it again. We're like, oh,
There it is.
fuck. And the answer that we were looking for was a combination, and it spelled it out in the blocks that we had. Put.
I don't remember all that. I don't remember all that.
That's
I
how
remember.
high he was.
I remember.
That's how high.
I remember standing there like next to him when we were putting those blocks up, being all faded. That's all. This is a waste of time, Dick. Because that was the problem, Dick. That was the problem with it.
Smoke weed every day.
Yeah, pretty much.
That was
breaking
the
through the
problem with
wall.
it, dude. Like you would open up one thing and still have like another like puzzle to solve, but
Oh,
when you
God.
open this one thing, it opens up like two other puzzles. So it's like, what do you pay attention to? You
And
know
I
what
felt
mean?
like a fucking idiot because once you get locked in, this fool finds a broom and that broom had a hook on it, and he got a key, and I was like, "Dick, we fucking did it!"
It's a shortcut.
Oh fuck!
thought it was
we
a
are
shortcut in the
so
very
good
beginning.
at this. And then the key unlocks something, and we're like, "Wait, we're not done." And so we find out the other puzzle, and then that puzzle's
Dick,
finished.
we're
and
straight
it's like,
giving away their shit like on fucking.
Hey, fuck it, whatever.
we're,
Fuck
we're,
'em.
we're not
Fuck 'em.
telling them which one we went to, but
Which one did you go to?
Michigan.
I don't even remember. Fuck.
Good times, guys.
Yeah, it was good.
Not bad.
It was good.
Yeah.
I felt like I didn't help very much. But it is what it is.
Nobody's arguing with you.
No, I
Hell no.
But I kept like, there was like certain things like that's gonna come up later. I feel that's not gonna mean shit right now.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So, moving forward, guys, I'm glad you guys are well. Welcome again to the JAG Show. It is JAG Show time.
There we go. There we go.
All right, so
we're getting to the meat and
first
potatoes.
Ooh,
Coronavirus,
I'm with
ladies and
it.
gentlemen.
I'm with it.
Any initial thoughts on what you guys think about it? Where this place in Wuhan, do you think it
All right,
was
I'm going to
started?
preface my opinion with this, right?
Please do.
So, like, this past Saturday, I was getting glasses at Kaiser, and they had a thing on
Shout out to Kaiser.
the cash
Shout out.
register or whatever.
Woo, woo.
All right.
And it was talking about, like the flu from
Racism?
last year.
Uh-huh.
Dude, like 60,000 people died from the flu last year, bro.
60,000?
Was it 60,000?
Globally?
36 or 60 in the U.S.
Oh, okay.
In the U.S. It was
All right.
it was a large number, bro. So, like, to me, like, I feel like there's more people dying from the flu than the coronavirus.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
I don't know, man. I don't know if it's something to get like our shit.
Yeah, what do you think?
I don't know,
bunch.
dude.
There's
We
a
were talking about it earlier. Like there's those videos that we're watching, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like it looks very violent. I mean, those videos can be,
What
a
about
crock
the
of
virus
shit.
Paps causes, which is incest?
Pabst?
Pabst Blue Ribbon? PBR?
Causes incest.
You sent us a link, Dave?
I did.
Where's
that? That's gonna be in Zach's DMs on Twitter here.
No,
please
Wait,
do
there's
not-
just DMs.
Uh-oh.
Put
We're
those
going
in the
through the
screen.
DMs.
Don't do this.
We are not going through the. It's
We're
mostly.
going to,
Oh, hey,
farther
yay or
down.
Jay or nay?
Hold on.
no, it's down. It's down.
Oh, it's
down.
lower? All right. So
Thanks,
we're looking for the
DMs.
coronavirus video. I'm going to reach into...
Right here,
it is.
right here,
We're going
right
to
here,
reach
right here.
into... I'm going to reach into my conspiracy theory sack here. And there's rumblings and grumblings on the internet.
I love it.
That the coronavirus is was sort of like a bioweapon, right?
Ooh.
To disrupt just China in general, because they're not allowing people to leave their homes. They're like quarantine everything, quarantine buildings, quarantine.
Yeah,
the
but I
streets.
mean,
Are you hinting at the idea that this is somehow like
I mean,
administered by the U.S. government to try
I'm
to
not saying who
try
did
to
it.
halt
Alright,
their-
so-
the
saying
Chinese
that it-
government or
listen.
the economy?
So-
some group of people, right,
Yeah.
released this virus onto another group of people to disrupt their economic system. Now, there were
We were
these
talking about that,
before the coronavirus hit the news and it started making waves. What was the biggest news coming out of China?
Tariffs.
No, bro. Oh yeah,
Oh.
well, kind of the Hong Kong protests.
oh,
that's right.
shit.
The Hong Kong protests literally disappeared almost within days of the coronavirus spreading.
Oh, now you got me thinking, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
stupid.
No. Okay, so then if we're thinking, see, like the way that I look at it is like a global a global epidemic. You know
All
what
right.
I mean? That's the way that I looked at it, but it's not. I don't think it's turning into that. You know what I mean?
Right,
but
right,
it's
right.
but it's killing the fuck out of like Chinese people.
Yeah.
Well,
Shout out
90
to all the
99% of the cases are
Health.
in China.
Yep.
Yeah. Shout out to all the nurses and doctors
Yeah.
out there,
Hell yeah.
Oh,
like putting
man.
in triple overtime, bro.
But I think you and I were talking about that one
Uh-huh.
time. We were talking about the coronavirus, and I told you, hey, I listen to NPR like every morning on my way to work, and
Mm-hmm.
they every single day like they're talking about coronavirus, like China's economy. Every time coronavirus is mentioned, they're talking about China's economy.
Well,
Yeah.
it's having an adverse effect
Oh,
on
yeah.
their economy for
Yeah.
sure. I
Get
would
my
imagine.
fucking orders.
Yeah.
Did it? Yeah,
Dude,
Joe's
they-
not getting
We'll
his
stop
orders
ordering
in.
from fucking Wish.
Hey, to tie it in
Never.
onto what
Shout out
Dave,
Wish.
Shout out, Wish.
to tie it into like what Dave and I were talking about, used to do on our podcast back in the day with hockey. Back in the day, there's a shortage of composite sticks in the NHL right now because
Shortage of composites, like
yeah, the sticks,
hockey sticks.
yeah, the sticks
Yeah.
that they use. yeah.
No shit.
So they don't-
Because they're
I can't get my
made
MAGA
from-
hat.
You can't.
But yeah, shortage of hockey sticks, bro.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, so I mean, it's affecting more than just
But I totally like if you throw it at me like that, then like yeah, like it's
I mean, it
because
makes
you're
sense.
you're
Weird.
absolutely right, dude. Like
It's
the
just
Hong
weird.
Kong protests disappeared,
It's
and
just
they were.
weird.
And to
I could
preface it-
totally see a country doing that
They-
to their populace.
But
yeah.
what were they what were they
What
protesting?
was popping?
What was popping? What were these foods popping about? But what were they protesting?
Democracy, dick.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were
It
trying to
makes
get democracy,
all the
dude.
more sense.
Yeah,
I didn't
just-
even think
Shout out
about
to
that.
China.
It's just weird. I mean,
Let's
sorry,
support the Chinese
sorry,
government.
China. So you guys, all right. So which leads us to this video.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Well, all right. Let's just.
So this is
Dive right in.
So to preface this, I was trolling Twitter
Of course.
as I normally do.
Why does it
Looking
have
for
to have
dudes.
that? Why does it have to have that like piano music?
That
man?
ominous
Yeah,
music.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
who the fuck
Some
knows?
fucking World War Z kind of shit.
And so you
Is it
just troll
sexy?
Twitter, and I searched coronavirus, and this is the
As
first thing
one
that
does.
this is the first thing that pops up every time you look it up, and it's just people
This fool's sick.
fucking
He's got the flu really bad, and he went outside.
just dealing with it. Hazmat fucking teams coming out picking up people who are dead or dying.
Shout out to all the nurses out there, man, and all health service workers.
I mean, it sucks, bro. It's tragic.
It's awful from a humane standpoint.
It's crazy, man.
But-
This is like
but see, but what
Spanish
I-
flu part 2, bro.
But what I don't understand is like, why is it so serious right there and not any like serious anywhere else in the world?
I feel that
Healthcare.
I
Healthcare?
feel like the
Right.
disease may mutate a certain way
we
in
have
their
Obamacare.
DNA.
we have
But you
Obamacare.
actually, you know
Shout
what,
out.
dude? I was listening to NPR the other day as well on my way home from work.
It gets all
And
EDM
they
trash
were,
right here.
They were
so.
talking about how this can look really, really bad on the Communist Party, dude.
Oh yeah.
So
over,
there's a
uh,
flip side
China.
to it,
Look,
dude.
check it out.
There's a
They're like
flip side to it.
spraying all these
Yeah.
chemicals into the city.
There's another video that I had sent Zach. It was probably on Instagram, but
That's from Hoodside, dog. We're not going there.
Oh yeah, no,
but no,
it's
of
Hey,
guys
of
going
The Office,
into-
right?
Yeah, of the Office guys.
How warm do you think the body is after it's dead?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure how long the body
I mean,
stays
some
warm
of these
after
guys
it's
look
dead.
stiff, bro.
How much is a ticket to Wuhan?
I don't think they're letting people.
They're giving
into
them
Wuhan,
away.
My guy.
Trying to get my resting heart rate to 0.
That's crazy though,
Look,
man.
dude, executions right there. I'm
No
just
way.
kidding, dude.
Oh.
I have no idea.
So full of shit, dude.
God damn
Just
it, Dave.
kidding, dude. I don't fucking
See, like,
What's
there's,
not
I guess
funny,
there's
but-
two ways to look at that whole like thought process and stuff like that, right?
All right.
So there's the thought process of like the Chinese government releases it so that they, that they can kind of quell the demonstrations that are going on in Hong Kong for democracy.
Right.
Or you can look at it the flip side. The pro-democracy released it in a province like that, so that they can try and make the communist government look down. Because this puts like a real bad taste in people's mouths about the government.
Or it's just
Sure does.
some dirty motherfucker fucked a pig and now we have this.
Yeah.
Dude,
Oh,
I'm saying
I'm not trying to be
everybody wants to
culturally insensitive, but they eat some weird fucking shit over there, dude.
Everybody wants to be all global about it. It's probably just some
weren't
unhygienic motherfucker
there
that caused
weren't
this
there
shit.
Something
like
about
rumbles
snakes.
and grumbles also on the internet about bat soup?
No,
Is
so
that just
so
is that just disinformation?
I remember
That
when,
might be
no,
the,
I
the
mean
latter.
could be,
That
but
might be
I
the latter.
but I remember when this shit was first popping. I was listening to the news and they were talking about how it started in a animal research facility that's right there.
Yeah.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
Kind of like
And from-
28 days later, bro.
And then I also heard something too that they had some sort of like Chinese version of the
Report's fucked up.
CDC.
Take it out to put it in your cable.
Your port,
What's up?
your cord. Take it out. Take it.
Oh, take it out.
Yeah,
Ah,
Put it back.
Plug it in. Put
Oh.
it back in there.
how does that sound?
But they have
Is
some.
that coming
They're
good?
stirring macaroni over there. I love those memes, bro. I love those memes where it's like,
Are you stirring
like-
macaroni?
That's
why is mom like in there stirring macaroni right now? Why is grandma and grandpa stirring macaroni?
That's so gross.
But I mean, you can look at
But
it
yeah,
from
they
like
have a
both
Chinese
sides.
version of the CDC in that area.
Uh-huh.
There was rumblings that there was some sort of accident.
Yeah,
Okay.
That something got released, obviously on accident, from that facility there in Wuhan.
I haven't heard that one.
I've also heard something about snakes.
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 Like
yeah.
what do you mean?
Like Snake Plissken, dude. He's trying to
Oh
escape
Jesus
LA.
Christ!
Consuming,
We're all fucked.
consuming
We're
like
all
raw
fucked.
snakes.
Snake
is
Plissken is
I mean-
patient zero.
You're stupid. He started. He is Wuhan.
All right.
But I never heard about the CDC release and shit, dude.
Yeah, that there's
that shit up.
like a
Let's find
Chinese knockoff of the CDC.
That the Chinese CDC release
Like it
they're
had,
the
like,
ones
some sort of-
responsible
yeah.
for the coronavirus.
Oh,
Yeah.
crazy! That's nuts.
It's
That's
kind of
nuts.
like the oil. Oh my God! Like the BP oil spill. Like
Gotcha. It's just another like
Yeah, yeah,
organization
yeah,
that
yeah,
oops,
yeah.
we fucked up.
yeah, we fucked
just-
it up.
Oh.
Like we let the virus go. Oops. blink.
We made.
We
boom,
dropped the virus.
So is
we
it
made boom,
a,
boom.
is it an accident or you guys?
Who the fuck
what
knows,
do you
dude?
Who knows?
what do you think?
You know
What
what,
do you
Jim?
think? What do you think?
If I mean, remember
you're
the-
a
I don't know
bet
if watching that movie, that one movie, Contagion,
Yeah.
where and I've mentioned this on the show before. They go back to where the virus originated from, and it was from dirty hands from a chef who didn't wash his hands after touching some tainted meat. He went and shook hands with this white woman, took pictures with her, right? She got the virus in her mouth, right? She didn't even know that this, obviously you can't tell.
Right.
But she shook hands with him. She introduced those viruses into her mouth, nose, whatever. She got sick. She was like, fuck it. It's probably something
You're
I
giving us
ate.
the whole plot to Contagion right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert, but let's do this.
I thought it was all caused by Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah. And goop. And
Goop,
her
yeah.
vagina smelling candle.
But
So,
that's
shout out to
that's completely plausible.
Huh?
I mean, that's 100%
definitely.
plausible.
Yeah,
And
dude.
it could have been
Somebody at
From
that
something so small.
It could have been just a fuck up, like human error. Just I didn't wash my hands that day. And
I
the
didn't
homie
know
was
that monkey
sick.
had AIDS.
I didn't know that. When
I
I
totally-
didn't know you could suck a monkey's dick.
I didn't know that would cause coronavirus.
You're sorry, Jimmy, for
I'm sorry,
releasing
guys.
it out into the world.
Yeah. Hey.
That reminds me of Dave Chappelle stand-up too, where he's like, "Nah, I'm just gonna stay at home and chill with my monkey." Did you guys ever see that
Yeah,
the San
yeah.
Francisco stand-up? I love it.
you
It's not
ever-
chocolate, it's doo-doo, baby.
It's doo-doo, baby. Would you have a service monkey?
Would I have a service monkey?
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Why not?
if I was like paralyzed from the waist down and shit, like,
Yeah, like if you needed
yeah,
it.
yeah, hell yeah.
I don't
This
know.
food can
I would
grab
ha-
shit for me.
I would have to, because if I wasn't paralyzed from the waist down, that thing would be jerking me off.
Come here, Mojo.
Wrong.
Yeah, dude, but he might
Stop
peel
it,
your dick
Mojo.
like a banana,
He's
though,
just
bro.
Stop it,
Trying to
Mojo.
He tried to peel my dick like a banana.
Yeah.
Did you hear about that story of a woman who had a chimp, right?
Yeah.
And that chimp, I think,
Ripped her face
something-
off?
Yeah,
Ah,
she
hell
ripped
yeah.
that woman's fucking face
She
off.
was on
yeah.
Oprah, dude.
No way.
Yeah,
That's
dude. There's
crazy.
pictures of her, like.
That's crazy. Yeah, I'm sure live leak or whatever.
Yeah,
but
I mean, it's,
I'm all right on that. Like,
mean,
what the
yeah,
fuck do we
yeah.
need to look at this shit
she looks
for?
like a belly button.
it's just.
Oh, now.
It's bananas.
No,
though,
yeah,
dude.
now.
Hey, but
pose.
would you hit it?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, why
It's
not?
still,
Hey, everybody needs some
She's still a human being. Dude.
See,
Hey,
like
she's got
I
to.
so like
She's got needs.
before I fall asleep, dude. Like I always watch like ASMR videos because it puts me to sleep.
Oh, okay.
And one of them that
He
showed,
listens
Do
to
they
the.
start like these?
yeah,
Yeah.
He listens to the blowjob ASMR
yeah,
videos.
dude, oh,
The digital blowjob jerks it to it.
yeah. Like that, the sloppiest of top ever. No, but there was this one came up and like in my feed, and it was like this woman, this monkey was like playing with her face or whatever.
All right.
And I'm like, Dick, like this monkey could just eat you right now, or
Tear
just
your-
fuck
Rip your
you
nose
up.
off.
If,
Literally off your face.
Yep.
like I mean, if it was
Yep,
like a
100%.
smaller monkey, like yeah, I'd let it fuck with my beard and like fucking
Yeah,
like
it's
mess
like
on my
piss
hair
in
or
your
whatever.
mouth.
Yeah, dude, or hump my ear, put it in my ear. I don't give a shit, bro.
It's a monkey.
Come,
let it-
de-
I
come
let it
deep
fuck
in there,
me.
bro.
We're like cousins on
Yeah,
the DNA
exactly.
level.
Make my brain pregnant. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
But yeah, that shit will fucking rip her face off, bro.
Yeah,
fucking
man.
chimpanzee.
Crazy.
Who's fucking with that?
I don't
dude?
want that smoke.
No, dude, a
want that
chimpanzee,
smoke.
they're like buff.
None of it.
They're buff. They're buff
Oh, yeah.
little creatures,
Nah.
but they're not. I mean, whatever.
They're stronger than 10 men,
Yeah. Crazy.
and they got bigger dicks than them too.
Probably.
I
Probably.
bet.
Probably.
All right.
What do we got?
All right. So, how are you guys?
So we're not.
Jimmy's nervous.
Yeah, yeah.
I am nervous. You know why? Because this
Why,
is like
dude?
technically a solo show for me. So shout out to me getting my
Hey.
one
Hell
episode.
yeah, man.
But I listen. It's not so much. Yeah, I know. It's
Get
not
your
so
dick
much.
wet.
It's not so much solo because I have you guys.
Yeah,
Oh, and I
Little,
have
little
Dre.
story. Little
So
story.
hopefully
Jimmy
I
started.
don't suck too much.
Jimmy started us out like in our podcast endeavors. He
Yes.
came over to my pad one time and recorded me, this guy, and Wally.
In a
Just
room.
fucking
Yeah.
around. Yeah.
And
I loved it.
We didn't get much done then, and I don't think we're getting much done right now.
Yeah, and that's fine, guys. And I hope we're not boring everybody
Yeah.
too much.
Well, yeah.
out there.
I mean, coronavirus is a real fucking thing. Yeah,
I don't know, man. We're not boring anybody, Dick. It's
I
just
hope
like
not.
normal. But but with the coronavirus, Dick, like, I don't think it'll be fucked up here, but I think it'll be fucked up there. J or nay on this, all right?
All right.
J or nay on this. Do you think a government entity or like a pro like democracy entity released it on purpose, or do you think it was just naturally occurring? J or nay on that?
I think it was naturally apparent. Maybe
Naturally apparent.
naturally appearing. Naturally appearing. Why
You
not?
think so?
Why not?
Yeah, you think so? You think somebody shook, like in Contagion, shook some hand, got into their mouth?
Got sick and
Or
it just
somebody at the
evolved.
animal research. Yeah.
Finger banged a cat.
Oh, I spilled the fucking vial
Yeah.
of coronavirus.
Yeah.
It just happened to be the mutated new one.
So-
If I'm a betting man, I say, like no. I say that it's some kind of natural occurrence.
All right.
Via like a mistake. Or
Yeah,
something like
man.
That. Okay.
I-
Okay. 'Cause, I mean, that's not naturally occurring, but
No, you get what I'm saying.
It's
though. Like,
organic.
yeah,
It's
organic
organic.
is what I meant.
Whatever
that
it
seems more
is.
feasible than someone like they pay those guys tons of money to
Yeah.
not fuck up.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean? And I would think they'd be pretty diligent about something like that.
And
for
also, like,
sure.
how can you, like, why would, right? Supposedly hypothesizing that the government did do it. How can you control an outbreak of something like that? I'm sure they didn't
only if you have the cure.
say, right?
Okay,
or
so-
You have to have some kind of.
so look at it this way,
antivirus.
right? Look at it this way.
Ooh,
If you're
we
gonna
didn't think it was gonna get that.
if you're gonna go down that path, right? If you're gonna go down that path, right?
Yeah.
You gotta think about it this way. Like
Supposedly.
China, yeah. I mean, we're just hypothesizing.
Yeah,
just
we're spitting.
theorizing
We're
here,
spitting.
Just in case.
speculating.
We're throwing shit to the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Don't
if
throw
it's
shit against the wall.
You
Don't
gotta
throw-
you
not
gotta
in the
think
Super Audio Network.
that
Shut up.
China is a
Like
like
and subscribe.
super. It's communistic, right? They
Yeah.
wanna be in control.
Yeah.
Of course.
Right. How do you how can you gain control back by
That scared the shit out of me, dude. I
you're
was
getting
like,
what's it called, doxed or whatever they call it?
Oh shit! They're after. They found us.
It's because somebody out there on the internet heard about Jimmy's Kobe joke and was like,
oh,
"No, we're
God.
not gonna get into it."
We're gonna send them over.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I personally think that it's naturally occurring as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's just
Organically
getting, and it's out of
occurring.
hand.
Organically.
Like, yeah.
I just don't think it's gonna get out of hand anywhere else other than China.
Yeah.
Yeah, me
I've
that
also
same.
heard reports that they have like ports here, or not ports. I'm sorry. They've built these like quarantined buildings, if you will.
Yeah,
Of
yeah.
people coming in, whoever came from China or in the area.
You gotta
that was
spend time in
affected,
there.
You got to spend some time in there before they let you go. So you know,
I mean, I'm
It's
totally
fair.
fine with it, Dick.
My thing is
Totally
you
fine with
risk
it.
infecting someone who may not be infected.
Yeah,
You don't
yeah.
know how that shit's spreading just yet.
yeah. Well, actually,
They do know how it's being
Yeah,
transmitted.
Well, it's
like
airborne.
airborne through the mouth. Like just like a flu. I mean, it's
Yeah.
a flu. Keep your hands out of your dirty mouths, people. Wash your
Never.
hands.
No,
Wash your
literally,
hands.
the
Never.
coronavirus
You
is
dirty
like a
people.
flu, dude.
Yep.
It's literally
As we
like a
share
strain
this
of
joint.
the flu.
Oh yeah, as we both spit on everything in each other's mouths. But yeah, so in the end of the day, guys, keep your hands clean, right?
Yeah.
I mean, at the end,
Yeah.
You go to a public bathroom, you take a dump,
if
you
you
go wash your hands.
glory
don't be a
hole.
fucking stinky.
Don't go
Bastard.
ass to mouth.
don't go. I mean, hey,
Never.
Unless you're down.
don't tell me what to do with my life.
Exactly.
First of all,
I want to eat
Sir?
ass and I want to make out with you. I'll do what I want.
Yeah, that's true. I'll say Jay on that, dude.
so
Yeah,
also,
that's the-
I also saw a report, and I could be corrected, where in a particular section of China, there is a high amount of a particular temperature. I think the temperature has risen,
yeah,
or
yeah,
the
yeah.
carbon dioxide has risen.
They're burning their dead.
Something. Yeah, because of the burning their dead.
burning
They're-
dead.
They're burning their dead.
Yep.
All right.
Shout
so,
out BYD.
So here's my question to you, because this is my first initial reaction to it when you told it to me, right?
Yeah.
Like, of course, man. Like, if there's a bunch of people dying, they're gonna burn like a bunch of people,
Yeah,
right?
you have to
So are you
harsh.
you saying that more people are dying than what's being officially said?
Yeah,
or-
definitely.
Oh,
I
okay.
think they're covering up the numbers because
Because they said it's
you don't
only like
wanna-
1,000 right now, right?
Because why would I mean that causes panic? That causes real
Yeah,
panic
dude.
if you like just hey, there's a couple thousand people,
And
mostly old people and children
And it's
with
not
weak
like-
immune systems.
It's not like leadership has never said, yeah, let's kind of pull back on these numbers. You look at Chernobyl. Those guys weren't even going to they said that it was like a small accident.
Yeah.
And the only way they found out was because it was having adverse effects on countries
humans. Oh, no
fucking
shit.
thousands of miles, like in
Yeah.
Sweden and shit. They were getting guys that were going to the doctor for radiation sickness. And they're like, wait, our shit's cool. What the fuck? What's going on?
Yeah.
And so they
Oh.
backtracked all of this. And
They
came back.
backtraced it.
They had the documents. and they figured it
You've
out.
seen that meme,
so,
right?
yeah. They backtraced it.
They
so
backtraced
a government or like leadership group isn't,
Yeah,
they're
I
not
mean,
going to be scared to lie about
and they
the number
control
they draw
the
back.
Chinese
obviously.
government control the media, so that's
course.
totally plausible, man.
Yeah.
Of
It's
course
like,
they're
hey,
gonna.
I mean, there's other
Not as many
videos.
people are dying, but I mean,
Officially.
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 there
there's
are
no-
videos. There's another one that I had sent you too.
From Hood site.
From Hood side, so we're not gonna
from
go to that.
from
We
a
didn't-
Chinese doctor who was like kind of panicking into the camera
Uh-huh.
about the media saying
Oh, weren't they
it's-
looking for that guy?
Yeah, apparently
Like,
he's
yeah.
dead.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, so apparently he gave
That was the
warning
original
out.
doctor, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh yeah, he died from coronavirus.
Yeah, he
Oh,
ended up
goddamn.
dying like
Or
a
what
week
are they?
ago.
COVID-19 is what they're calling it now.
Yeah. Oh shit. That's
Novell or something like that.
COVID-19?
Who the fuck knows? It's just but it's crazy how it's having such a crazy effect over there on the Chinese people, and it's really not like scratching the surface over here.
Pathology
at
is
all.
nuts, bro. Pathology is
Like,
nuts.
do you
Hey,
think it's
shout
something
out,
within
shout
their-
out to Red Hat, bro.
Yeah,
Oh,
shout out.
Shout
Red
out
we
to
Hat.
have
Red
a
Hat.
friend. His name is Chris Red Hat. He's out there. He's a biochemist. Hopefully he's watching. Anyway,
I would imagine he's not.
yeah, he's probably doing science stuff.
He's like in a lab coat on LSD or
Last
something. like
time I
that.
talked to him, he was like, they're in a company that's trying to get a patent for something. Can't remember what it was for, but he was like, "Yeah, dude, this shit's gonna be dope." I was like, "All right."
crazy.
He knows
Shout out to
flashlights
that
already made, right?
I saw, bro. So
You know you could just jerk off,
portable
right?
vagina, bro.
I follow a subreddit about documentaries, and I was browsing through there just to watch something today.
Uh-huh.
And one of them was about this guy who's making who is perfecting like sex dolls, dude. Like it's
Oh,
like in
shit.
Finland or something like that. It was, dude. The guy was a creep.
got a
I only got through
question
like
about
3
that.
minutes.
I can make good money reconditioning those dolls, man.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
I got a
I just
question
can't deal
about
with the
that.
smell.
They were talking about there was a company. This guy was running out of his house and he had like these really high-end sex dolls.
Yeah.
All right.
And he was allowing people to test drive them.
Ooh,
And
Oh,
that
God.
was like the he was letting
Well, I mean, if you think
Now
about it,
does that is that technically like sex
Prostitution?
work or
No,
like
no, no.
prostitution or is
Check it
that
out,
like a
check it out.
brothel?
There's actually a brothel in Spain. I think it's in Spain.
I thought you were gonna say in
Spain.
space.
In Europe.
in Europe, where there is a few sex stalls that you
I
can go
fucking knew
in.
it.
They were gonna
and-
bring it to Texas, but they had outcry.
No shit. That's crazy. Yeah. So there is a brothel with a sex.
I don't know if I
sex
can do
doll.
that. All right. Here's a.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, I don't know if I
That's
can do
weird.
that.
I would imagine it's like it's one of the higher end ones, right?
Gang gang.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't know, man. Somebody just came into that thing.
Yeah, I just.
I mean, if you think about it,
You just came into. Dre's gonna get a job there, dude. Like, and what he's gonna be doing is just gonna be the one that's setting the doll up, like previously, and then he's gonna fuck all of them before.
Well,
before-
you got to test
Dre,
drive.
we're
he's
not
got-
even open, and this one's dirty. What happened? Oh, no.
I was just
I've
checking
no
it out,
idea.
boss. Just checking it out, boss.
Was it you?
Dre, why are you
was making
sweating?
Running diagnostics.
he's running diagnostics.
So disgusting.
I had to put my flash drive in this and get some.
Dick Dawson? Never mind.
Diagnostics.
Now, after a while, like if you're not cleaning that thing out,
Oh,
Properly.
baby, you'd have
Yeah.
to. You'd have to.
no,
Why
no,
would you
just saying.
not?
You think you could transmit some sort of like sexually transmitted
Coronavirus.
disease?
A coronavirus, bro?
Coronavirus, bro.
If it's
You know
not
that-
cleaned out, I
If
would
you
imagine.
if you're sucking on that titty,
You know that like prostitution and stuff is like legal in like Nevada.
in,
oh yeah, it's
in,
like
in
outside
some counties
Yeah.
in
Yeah, yeah.
Nevada, yeah.
That's right. That's
Pa
right.
Rump, in Pa Rump, there's like one of the last brothels in
Oh, Pahrump.
Pahrump. Yeah.
Oh, Pahrump. Shout
Yeah.
out.
I thought you
Shout
were
out
trying to
Pahrump.
say Paul Rudd. and
Yeah,
you were
Paul
having a-
Rudd. Yeah, Paul Rudd.
I thought you were having a fucking stroke.
Eh,
Pahrump. Are you okay?
Face.
no, dude, no, I'm not. I'm not okay. Not
Oh,
okay.
shout out. Learn the.
Oh yeah, learn the 4 steps. Of,
Yeah. What is it? Face? I don't know
Face.
them, but you should learn them.
Yeah.
Shout out to that.
Speaking
the
of
only one as I know is head.
speaking of Nevada and speaking of Las Vegas,
Oh.
get into our next little
All right,
little topic,
moving on.
brother.
Our
Yeah.
little ditty.
Coronavirus. Yeah, let us in on it. Let us in on it. What you got?
So obviously we're gonna preface this with Dave has like a personal connection to Vegas. He lost his cousin and or yeah, your cousin, right?
Sorry, I thought you were gonna say virginity. no disrespect. No disrespect.
Lost your virginity
Nah,
in
dude,
Vegas. Yes, but
I mean,
on a
that's-
serious note,
Yeah.
On a serious note.
So, Chris Roybal is one of the victims in Vegas in 2017. That happens to be my cousin's son, which it makes
Second
him like
cousin.
makes him like my second cousin nephew. It's weird on the
Yeah, I
family.
get
tree.
it, I
Yeah,
get
you're
it,
a
I
nephew,
get it.
bro.
Yeah,
But
we
he
have it.
ended up
family,
yeah,
bam.
he ended up passing away over there. So obviously we've
Yeah.
been connected with it since it happened, and
there's like a lot of stories.
Oh,
a ton,
there's,
man.
fuck
so
yeah.
many stories on.
And I'm totally down to get into this right now.
I am. I am too,
all right.
man.
I love
All right,
because,
let's do it.
and I'm
So-
okay with getting into it because it's obviously it's real, something
Yeah.
that happened.
Yeah.
But I don't think the whole story is out there.
Oh, no,
I
no.
definitely don't
So
think.
what we know, well, if you're not, if you've been sleeping under a rock, some dude.
It was like 2 or 3 shootings ago, bro.
Yeah, it was. It was like 2 or 3
That's
shootings
crazy
ago.
though. No, but all right.
Marco.
what's
Oh, no, I'm good on that, man.
what I'm getting at is some guy shot a bunch of people from hotel room,
Yeah,
right?
MGM Grand.
Yeah,
MGM
no, the
Grand.
Mandalay Bay.
The
Mandal-
Mandalay Bay.
Oh, yeah, Mandalay Bay. No, you know it was MGM
No,
Grand.
it was Mandalay Bay.
Automatic
It was the
rifle,
green
correct?
one, dude.
No, it was Mandalay Bay, dude. I swear to God, it was Mandalay Bay.
Are you sure?
Yes,
Oh, good.
I could've
100%.
sworn it was MGM Grand.
All right, so
No, no, no.
Either way, a guy busted out his window and just dumped indiscriminately into a crowd
Yep.
at a country music
So
festival.
a stagecoach.
No,
Route 91.
Yeah,
Route
Route
91.
91. It was
Yeah.
a country and western festival.
Right.
So yeah, took out 55 people,
58.
58 people, 59 including him, and then
Definite
injured over 100.
Count hundreds of others.
Yeah, hundreds of others just fired indiscriminately into this crowd, right? So when this shit first came out, like Dave obviously hit me up like right away, and like we were like looking at reports, and I just remember like live, dude, like on the news, just everywhere they're talking about like, oh, some people are saying, oh, it's multiple shooters, and then they're like, oh, they finally whittled it down to one. But dude, like all the videos and shit that came out like like after the fact, I legit think there was multiple shooters there, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Legit.
Yeah.
And there are some videos that suggest there could have been like shooters like on the ground as well.
Crazy.
A lot of people forget that there was a lady going around the crowd, an Asian lady going around the crowd, telling people like,
get out of
you
there.
better get the fuck out of here.
You're all
Shit's
gonna
about
die.
to go.
She
Yeah,
was
you're all
screaming, you're
all
gonna
gonna die like 45 minutes before this dude started popping
no
off.
way.
Yeah,
did
man.
they speak? Did they arrest this woman?
Supposedly they caught up to her and, it was like bullshit.
Yeah,
No.
she was like
Supposedly.
high on something.
Yeah, she was high
so
on
she's
something.
discredited.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Sometimes you get lucky.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're high on something, you say everybody's gonna die. It's the truth.
And then
Yeah,
it
yeah,
pops,
no shit.
man.
Fuck, that's
And,
crazy.
uh,
There was a news report after the fact too. Like there was a chick that was being interviewed, and she's like, "Don't believe like what everybody's like saying." And it was like legit, like right after like the shooting. And she's like, somebody said like there was only one shooter, but I saw somebody on the ground shooting,
What
like inside the festival.
Fuck? That's
Yeah.
crazy, man.
What the fuck?
Now,
So-
how much of that is like your adrenaline pumping and you
Mass
like
hysteria.
Matt? Yeah, like you think you see something like that. I can only imagine what that's like.
Yeah,
you know what I
the
mean?
human brain is faulty. Like eyewitness is usually not the most reliable.
It's not.
Absolutely
No, it's
not,
not.
man.
It's not.
Unfortunately, like that's why alien
Especially like
abductions
in
are
a
still
especially in a
lot of
herd mentality like that, dude. Like one person like says like one thing, and then everybody else like starts like saying it around. Yeah, that's what I saw too.
Oh,
That's
man,
what I
I
saw too.
saw it. Yeah, and he was
Yeah,
in
you're right,
black.
you're right,
Oh
I
my
saw
god,
it.
I think he was wearing armor. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Then you hear all sorts of crazy stuff.
There was
But
one.
You
Yeah.
got to
Yeah.
take that with a grain of salt. And even with the
Yeah.
report that I found, and you got to take that with a grain of salt too. You
Oh,
know,
the official
obviously.
report too. Yeah.
Well, yeah, the
Oh,
official
the-
report,
yeah, the
even
one that
the
you brought in.
alternative reports that you find out
Which
there.
one is that one?
This
That one right here.
Yeah, this one.
They're talking.
So I'm gonna preface this with this is I haven't looked it up, but I can just tell by the Great American Daily that's
Yeah,
probably like a
so-
right leaning.
And then if you look at that ad right there about
What? That
Elizabeth
reputable?
Warren,
Yeah,
is
or
Elizabeth Warren a Cherokee?
Yeah, so you're gonna have
and then
to do.
Nancy Pelosi like right underneath.
Yeah,
it.
so
Or no,
do,
yeah.
do your research, guys. We're just pulling this out. No sort of background on this anymore.
No,
So,
absolutely
all right.
not. We're just.
So it says here, former
spitting
CIA
chiclets.
agent revealed a shocking secret about the Las Vegas shooter. And you read into this
being
particular article.
being interviewed on Fox. Mind
Oh,
you.
all right,
It was interviewed
Yeah.
on Fox News, but
Oh, crazy. All right. So
Go for
what do we find out?
Well, there's obviously some sort of political motive on their end or on the shooter's end here. One
Yeah,
of the things,
according-
if you go down a little more, it gets into a series of tweets I don't know who this chick is.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Rukmini
I've never
Kazemachi.
heard of her, but she has a blue check mark, and usually that means you're somebody.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're
Um,
verified.
Yeah. And basically she goes into some sort of detail about how this is ISIS. The gentleman that
shit.
was the shooter had converted to the Islamic State 6 months before
The
shooting.
shooter of the Las
Yeah.
Vegas shooter converted
Yeah.
to Islam before the
Right.
attack.
See,
And,
but-
and then this kind of hints at that there was some sort of kind of arms deal that kind of went awry, and they iced him. They killed him.
Oh,
and then they
okay.
were the ones that actually took part in the shooting.
So if we're looking at her series of tweets, this is my reporter, I
Yeah,
assume.
yeah,
So
yeah,
it
yeah.
says, after ISIS claimed Vegas, I was waiting for them to release their weekly newsletter to see if anything emerged, and it is out. Under a picture of the Mandalay Bay drenched in blood, they rehashed the attack. New info. They are now claiming the shooter converted 6 months ago. So this is actually pretty crazy. So if we are to assume that this tweet is correct, the Vegas shooter converted to Islam.
And we all know ISIS wouldn't lie to us. They wouldn't take advantage of a situation.
You see,
Absolutely
and
not.
see, that's where like I'm
It gets
at. You know what I
muddy.
mean?
It
Like,
does get muddy.
see, like this is why like this website to me, like I'm reading this and it doesn't make much sense to me, right? Because they
All
say
right.
that it's political motivation, and then they bring up like ISIS. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, if
All right,
if
that's
you're
the
gonna
end
bring
of
up ISIS in this, it's not a matter of politics at that point. That's
Yeah.
straight up just terrorism, dog.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
True.
Like, it doesn't matter
True.
who's on the left or the right at that point. It's just straight up fucking terrorism.
It's crazy, man.
So I guess the question
But I mean,
is,
let's
the question is that official story the actual story?
Well, they still haven't found any motivation, right? Like the official story, they haven't found
No,
any motivation.
none.
yeah,
No motivation
that's
whatsoever.
crazy, guys.
And everything that I've read about it, and I'd like to think that I've kept up with it for the last 2 years, there's like nothing out there that speaks of any kind of motive, any kind of distaste for fucking country music or white
Yeah.
people in general. Like, there's nothing
Crazy.
like
Apparently,
that about
apparently
his-
there were while he was there, right? There was a festival like a couple nights before.
There was like a hip hop festival in
Yeah.
downtown
no way.
Vegas.
no, right there at that same spot. It
No,
was
no,
right
no,
at the.
no, it was
yeah.
in downtown Vegas.
Oh, and he still had a vantage point.
Yeah,
from
he had a
where was
vantage point
I
from
think.
that hotel, so he
Yeah,
had
he
two.
didn't.
Yeah, he didn't do shit. He was like, not enough people are here.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's
but-
the official story. See, we're
Yeah, so
we're
we're
kind
just
of
pulling
melding.
at what we hear.
Yeah,
and
man.
Again, it's hard to really. That's why we're just like we
The-
don't know.
All right, so the one common thread that I believe is tied between him and like my overall like, if we're gonna say that he was just a lone shooter, is antipsychotic drugs or like antidepressants and stuff.
Gotcha.
I've,
He took
I've
a
s-
wrong mix, or
No, I've seen a report out there
yeah.
that the one things that like all the past or recent like mass shooters had in common, they were all on some sort of like
Mental antidepressant,
something on some
mood
sort of
stabilizer.
Yeah, on
well,
some
yeah.
sort of med.
What's her
That's
face?
crazy.
The guy who used to do The Simpsons. Who
What's the
got
name
shot
of
in
that?
the
What's the name of
face.
that
Phil
escape room
Hartman.
you guys did?
Phil Hartman got shot in the
What was
face
that?
by his
What's the name of that
wife.
escape room you guys did?
Mission Hills.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
yeah they
Phil Hartman, his wife was on Zoloft
Yeah.
when she
No
shot him in the
shit.
face. Yeah.
Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah, so I mean, like the one thing that they all have in common is that. But again, like I don't really believe like the official narrative, dude. Just because, you know, there's been so many like videos out there. Like I remember seeing one video. It was from a cab that had pulled up right underneath the hotel where the guy was firing from, and like you could hear gunshots from like right up above it, and then a couple seconds later, it sounded like it was coming from somewhere completely different, dude.
Oh, that's right. And they like kind of it didn't work. It didn't
The
fit
echoes,
with the echoes or
yeah,
whatever.
Yeah, the shots didn't fit exactly with the echoes.
There was also a video that I saw of helicopters flying over that specific area.
Yeah.
People and that you could see like what you would assume were muzzle flashes or gun barrel flashes
Crazy.
coming from like like just going off like that.
like automatic fire.
Yeah. You know, there's videos like that. So
Oh,
it's
there's
really
also
hard.
videos of cops in completely different hotels, bro. Like just fucking bum rushing
like
in there.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've heard of that.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's reports of shooters at like the Flamingo, at fucking New York. And,
Yeah.
you know, those hotels are obviously in close proximity to each other. So that could have been like echoing fire from the Mandalay Bay. So that makes sense that, you know, people would think there's a shooter like right on top of them.
Yeah. There's also video of people panicking and being evacuated from other casinos,
Yep.
not just like
Yeah.
from where.
Oh yeah, there
the
was
main
people.
one was.
There's
Yeah.
stories of people that were like dragged into like the basement or the boiler room of the hotel. Like, hey,
No
we got to
shit.
stay here. 'Cause we don't know what the fuck's going on.
That's crazy.
You know? Can you
Man.
imagine being fucking hammered in Vegas? You're at-
Oh God, that's one of
Our
the
buddy
places
Isaac
where
was there.
you-
Oh
uh,
shit.
Yeah, Isaac was there.
You're getting a beige and shit.
And you just
And you're just, oh no, that ain't me, girl. Like it's,
Or that is me.
or that is me, girl.
Take credit for that shit.
I also saw something on 4chan, dude, on the poll site.
Oh yeah, yeah.
There was a thread and there was a screen capture of it, but this guy like a couple days or like a month or two beforehand like said like, hey, like keep your eyes out for like Las Vegas and stuff like around this time or whatever and blah blah blah. And you know, people started questioning him and stuff, and then eventually he gets into the idea that, you know, what this is a government operation that, you know, they're trying to get metal detectors into everywhere. So the certain owner of that hotel from which he shot from is also like a part owner of a metal detector company.
Oh shit.
So he has
I thought the same thing about the dudes that did the airports.
What was that?
The people who sell the equipment for the airports.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're involved with the whole fucking
Oh yeah.
terrorist shit. And
Oh
but
shit.
they stand to benefit.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And they
Because
just
they-
allowed it to happen.
Because you know you obviously like public safety in like America right now is like paramount, dude. Like,
as it should
dude,
be.
like
Yeah,
I
oh,
went to
and
the
they
I went
just,
to the movies just the other day, bro, and like of course like one of the thoughts that flash in my mind is like, what am I gonna do if somebody comes in here and starts shooting?
You gotta be aware,
Bro, like
man.
you can't go fucking enjoy anything anymore, Dick. Like
I think you just have to
Did
stay.
you bring condoms?
Somebody's
can
getting
enjoy
fucked.
that.
Somebody's getting fucked. If a guy comes in with a gun, somebody's getting fucked.
Yeah, man.
Oh.
Would you hit the ground or would you try to run?
I try to run.
Try to run.
Yeah, because I don't trust this guy. Fucking, I just feel like he's gonna come walking up the aisles.
Yeah.
But if he comes at me, I'm gonna come at him hard.
Oh
come,
yeah.
Come on, him
I'm
hard.
like,
Like,
take
come
off-
on.
Especially
I
because
think, dude, imagine, okay, a guy comes into a fucking theater, AKs of shooting people freaking out, running away from him. I take off my shirt, my pants, and I come at him like
You just
like,
get naked.
like
He's
full
not gonna fuck
force
with you. He's
with
not
a
gonna fuck with
boner.
you.
Like,
He's
you
not
think
gonna
he's
fuck
gonna
with you.
hesitate? I mean, it's better than
yeah.
Damn.
Why does that one
Yeah.
sound like more violent?
because it is. Because it is.
Don't question my sounds, bro.
Yeah, it's just like that sounds like hard jerking.
All right, so like I've had this like thought. I know what you're talking about. Like, would you just like fucking bum rush that food?
It also
And-
depends on the size because if you're a
Yeah.
fat dude, it's not as intimidating. But if you see a
Yeah.
skinny, like like you think he's on crack. Go ahead.
Well, yeah, dude.
I'm
Like,
not
especially if
fucking
I
with that.
if I pull my pants down and you see like my small ass dick, dude. Like, I mean, it's just gonna look weird. People are gonna laugh.
Dog,
Dog.
do you want me to take you out or
He's
you
gonna
want
feel
to
bad for
gym?
me.
Hey,
But you know what though? That can catch him off guard. dude.
Hey, but not only that, if I die, at least I make it weird for the cops. Like, what the fuck?
Why
How do you
was
have enough
he
time to-
naked?
How do you have enough time to take his pants off and get a hard on?
He is still erect after death, and he's been cold for 20 minutes.
I'm just like face down with my butt up.
He's pitching a tent all hard, doing cock ups over there.
How
and
did
shit.
that? Did he do it
This dude's
after
drilling a hole in the
If-
fucking floor.
If there's ever a mass shooting, that's what's going down. I'm either the hero of the day or I'm the weirdest guy to die.
Yeah, I mean,
pictures
Fuck
on
it.
4chan and everything? I love it.
but if you become hero of the day too, they're gonna be like, this guy was a weird ass hero
Hey.
too. Why is this guy butt
You
naked?
have
What?
that thermal blanket.
Hey, hey, but why we putting asterisk? Why we putting an asterisk next to hero, bro?
He's the one
asterisk.
getting filmed like outside with the yeah, dude. with the-
You're not
Your
the
hat, just the Super Audio Network hat
the
and a
aluminum
thermal
blanket.
blanket.
I need two of them. I need one for me and one for you. Just hang it.
Fuck yeah. For the monster.
with a baby
Hero,
arm,
hero.
holding an
The
apple.
adrenaline, the puppy. Sorry.
He's like, yeah, my name is Dre. I just had to do what I had to do, you know.
got
Fuck
naked.
it. Hey,
I got naked.
Dre Day
Super Audio
all day.
Network.
DREDAYAL.
Dre Day all day, okay?
Dre Day.
I fucked that guy in his ear. I fucked him to submission.
Hey,
You
I
heard me come.
he heard me come and he didn't see it coming and I caught him off guard. I'm a hero. Super Audio Network.
Hero, no asterisk.
But yeah, that's what I had heard, Doug. Or that's what I had read. Is that all in all, it was a ploy to get more security at other places. You know
Crazy.
what I mean?
I actually heard something else too about it. His wife is Filipino.
Yeah.
Racist, cool.
She was
Guess we're going
in.
there.
She was out of the country when it happened, obviously, and
Okay.
then subsequently deleted all of her social media. Everything was gone, right? And
After?
so, no, like like the day it happened is when they logged that she had deactivated all of it.
I mean,
Oh, she's not real no more. Is what you're
Right.
saying?
So hold
Oh.
on. So I'm getting kind of. Hold on.
Gotcha.
Let me get there.
All right, all right.
Okay?
Okay.
God damn it. Keep
Let him finish.
So,
Finish, please.
have you guys ever heard the term ghost guns?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guns without a
That's
serial number.
No serial number, nothing.
So
on
in the
them, yeah.
Philippines, that's what they do in that area. Is there's a specific part of the Philippines where they make ghost guns. That's they make their money that
They
way.
like fabricate them out of straight metal, right? Like
right.
Yeah.
And
just
then
pop metal into a gun.
pretty
Yeah,
much.
into a mold. Yeah.
And
Nice.
so they said that the wife had the connection with these folks that did it, and that Paddock was like feeding because he had money anyway.
Yeah.
So he was feeding them money, get better equipment, make all these guns, and we're gonna fucking double our money with these fucking
Ghost guns.
these ghost guns, and we're gonna sell them to these
ISIS.
to whoever the fuck.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Just
And
gun
so,
runners.
Right. So they were suspecting because of his net worth that he was involved with some kind of like criminal activity.
Oh
Goddamn.
shit.
Yep, gun running obviously being, the
main beef.
the main issue, right? So these guns, I guess whoever he was selling them to didn't like it. They killed him, and then they were the ones that took out. They saw that big ass crowd, and they're like,
Oh.
"Fuck it."
Ba, 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 ba.
Or, right?
Aliens.
There's even this.
Oh,
'Cause-
man,
'cause-
aliens.
The FBI is straight up entrapment, dog. That's how they catch people. They entrap
Oh yeah,
people.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's their main forte.
I mean, there's talks about them being involved with, there was rumblings of them being involved with those Boston bombers and stuff like that. But
Right.
then you can think about it this way with him: like he was a gun runner, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Had the connects, and then while he's there, Jesus
guys.
Christ,
Wrong thumb.
wrong
Wrong
thumb,
button, wrong thumb.
wrong thumb, dog.
It
But-
was this thumb, not that thumb.
Yeah,
But fuck, you made me lose my train of thought here, dog.
Uh huh.
So he looks at me, he goes, No, but shit went sideways, and he finds out that the FBI is like there, and they're gonna bust him. And so he just
gotcha.
fucking
He's like, fuck it.
fuck this.
If I'm gonna go out,
I'm going
XYZ.
out.
Gah, what
I mean,
a bastard.
there's so many.
And then it's
different
easy
things,
to just
you
it's easy to just make records of him like going and buying those guns at some shop.
know, at some fucking gun show. Or
right,
whatever,
right, right.
you know.
Oh, a gun show too.
Yeah.
That's
gun
crazy.
show loophole.
There's actually no paperwork for that,
No way.
from my understanding.
Even if you have a
No
record.
background check. No background checks for guns, sold at gun shows.
Oh, you can buy parts online too, right? You
Yep.
can just buy the particular parts.
Well, you can even buy the data for the 3D print. If you have a 3D printer,
That's right.
you can do that.
can,
And that's
can make 'em out of
completely
ceramic, too.
fucking legal.
I don't know about that, man.
I think
It's
that's gonna be a
it's completely legal.
Super Audio Network experiment. We're gonna make a AK-47.
Yeah, so
Well, you're
tune
gonna have
in
to get a
next time.
really nice fucking 3D printer.
We're gonna
dude.
make them out of Legos.
Not with that attitude.
Just melt a bunch of Legos
Just
together.
Melt a bunch
You
of Legos
could
together.
do it. It's practical.
Yeah.
You can do it.
You could probably make a knife out of a Lego. Like
Yeah.
A couple Legos, just melt them all together.
And
Sharpen
make a knife out of pencil.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
you can
that's
also
the
do that.
cheap-
We've
cheapest
done that.
knife.
You make a
We've
shit
done
out of
that.
everything,
You
dog.
can make a knife out of everything.
So Jerry on this, friend.
All
Jerry
right.
on this.
We didn't even do JRNA properly. I don't think.
Yeah, I know.
Oh yeah,
Do you-
we'll whip it out right now.
Do you think that the official narrative for the Vegas shooting, or do you believe that it was something entirely different?
With the way that it was handled, and I think that after Sandy Hook,
Yeah.
shit changed. With the way the media and people handle these sort of situations. So it's not hearing what every idea is. It's the craziest ideas. We're just gonna toss them to the side.
Yeah.
The ones that have paperwork and links and shit that people can verify.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we'll follow those.
Yeah, I'll
are
read those.
more-
I'll entertain those.
Yeah,
absolutely.
because those are facts.
Right.
Right. So again, it's disinformation. Like we don't know
Mm.
what's real. We don't know what part of it is real. If it's
Right.
all real, if this little bit here or that bit, it's hard, man. It's
like the
hard to
escape-
sift through all this.
It's like the escape room, dog.
Yeah.
Some shit could be there to distract you.
And there's no one there to be like, hey, it's right there, bro.
Yeah. What about you, Jay? What do you think about that shit?
I think it's probably drugs.
Yeah.
The psychotropic drugs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drugs.
Yep.
Epstein was drugs. Cosby was drugs. Everything's drugs.
You know,
Yeah.
I heard a crazy another conspiracy theory on Bill Cosby was that he was making so much money he was gonna buy CBS and he was gonna start buying TV essentially, but they stopped him. Why? I don't know. That's where it gets creepy, or that's where it gets weird because they don't give reasons.
Because there's a pedophile ring.
Yeah, exactly. And then
They
you
don't want
just
a black man in charge of TV and shit.
Yeah, they make it a race thing, or
Yeah.
it's always something. There's always
That's
something.
unfortunate.
It's just weird. It's weird to
But
hear
we all knew pudding was crack, bro.
pudding, Jello pudding. Have you ever tried Jello pudding?
Yeah.
Is it good?
Jello pudding? No.
Jello pudding.
It's
Yeah,
the Jello
Jello?
brand pudding.
The Jello. Oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
The
I've
pudding's
never
bomb
had
too.
pudding that was Jello-like. I've had Jello brand pudding.
Yeah.
As have
The
I.
chocolate or vanilla?
I've had vanilla. I've had the chocolate.
Which was your
I've had
favorite?
Chocolate was
tapioca.
Tapioca. I
Yeah,
like
they're all
tapioca.
Pistachio.
I can't get into
Pistachio.
tapioca. My dad liked
Pistachio.
tapioca.
Banana-
Pistachio
banana.
is gross.
Pistachio's not gross, dude.
I didn't say I liked.
Pistachios by themselves are
I didn't
delicious.
say I liked
Yeah,
all of them.
pistachios are Pistachios are bomb.
Tapioca tastes like
Pistachios
straight
without-
semen. Even I knew that.
Yeah.
What?
Fuck.
What?
This does not taste right. And later on, boy, was I right.
This tastes like tapioca.
Which is which?
Why do I taste like tapioca?
Soggy waffle that shit, dude.
Oh,
Soggy waffle that shit, dude.
God damn.
Lip biscuit.
What do you think about that shit, dude?
That's good. Soggy waffle?
What? The,
Yay or nay on the J or nay on the
Oh, Bill
Yeah,
Cosby.
Vegas shooting?
Hip hop array.
oh wait, on Bill.
Official
on Bill
unofficial
Cosby?
story or
I've made it very clear that I don't believe the official narrative on the
And
Las Vegas
also-
shooter at all.
The coverage, I don't know, maybe I just didn't pay attention enough, but I feel like that had a couple days of coverage. Oh my God, what a tragedy. This
Yeah.
fucking sucks for everybody.
Yeah.
And then
yeah, just totally
on to
dipped
the
off.
next story.
Yeah?
Like, unfortunately, like,
I agree.
I don't.
Well,
How-
yeah, I mean, with everything, it
I think
They
it-
have
it
to
kinda
continue
feels
making-
Like
they
it's
have to-
normalized.
yeah. Well, they have to continue.
Predictive programming.
Those dudes have to keep you interested in shit. That's why it's something new. You know, 3 weeks ago, for 5 straight days, it was Kobe this, Kobe that,
Yeah.
and then it was like that next day is like, okay, guys, you have to be over it now. We're gonna
Oh,
talk.
yeah, a little too
I
long,
don't
yeah.
wanna.
We're gonna talk about this now
But
because you guys are.
Schmoby.
Yeah.
It went a little too long with him too.
Have you seen the Kobe tattoos? Oh,
Yes. Can we?
Those are
can we- yeah,
fantastic.
these are my favorite.
but
Oh,
Kobe-
can we talk about
Kobe's
the stupidest tattoo? The
The
stupidest
one that you sent
tattoo.
us?
Nope. The Amber Rose tattoo.
oh my God!
Her-
what did she get on her
So
forehead?
Amber Rose ends up getting her stupid names for her kids
Uh-huh.
because apparently it's a cool thing to give your kids stupid names.
Listen, man, I'm all for
Bash and smash
self-expression.
and spit.
I'm all for self-expression, bro. But I don't know.
Nah,
What
man.
do you think? What do you guys think about face tattoos?
That-
Can they be done correctly? Can a
No.
face tattoo be done
nah.
correctly?
Unfortunately, it
Unless
for
you're
someone
trying to
like Amber Rose,
be-
who's really pretty, dude. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
That takes away so much from what you're looking at, man. It just, I don't know. This sounds like I'm being like super shallow, kind of. But
Well,
I
you
don't
are.
know, though. I mean,
it's unattractive to me. It's unattractive.
Right, right,
I
right.
don't find any.
I don't think it's very professional.
absolutely not. But she
I
also.
mean,
is-
I'm all for tattoos. I think tattoos can be professional,
Mm-hmm.
but when you start tatting on your face, man, like that's where I draw the line with it.
Yeah.
dude. Like,
yeah, because if
you're not professional at that point.
if a
anymore.
boss needs you to go do something and you have full on sleeves on your arms and shit, you can put on a fucking long sleeve or a sweater, whatever
yeah.
the case is,
makeup.
and
Yeah.
it's not even that.
Well, okay,
like,
so
long
what
sleeve
if
button
you
up, you know what I mean?
say, all right, say you have a little shit right here. a
Shallow
little star.
Dave. That's what
Shallow
that's-
Dave.
That's what Danger Langers. Danger Langers.
Shallow Dave.
Shallow Dave.
is that going to be my nickname now, Shallow
Yes, Shallow
Dave?
Dave. Welcome, Shallow Dave.
What's Zach's nickname?
No.
Beardo.
His is Zach Lunch.
Yeah, there you go, dude.
Zach Lunch.
Zach Lunch. Yeah, I like that.
All right,
You
Shallow
don't like
Dave.
your other one?
No, I don't.
What's
No,
the
I
other
don't.
one?
Nah, dude. Nah.
What's the other one?
Nah.
I'll give. No acronym. No acronym.
I'll get
We
out of here
can't.
later. Don't worry.
How are you gonna get like?
Well, you guys said you guys weren't gonna say the name of that spot because you guys were burning the spot, and then I got you to say the name anyway. So,
Oh,
that's true.
yeah.
Oh,
So go
that's
ahead.
true.
Gotcha.
move on.
That's true. That's true. That's
Stupid.
true. I'm sorry, guys. Stupid. That's stupid.
But yeah. All right. So do you think though it can be pulled off, a face tattoo pulled off and cover it up for a job?
With makeup?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta get really good
Yeah.
at blending and shit like that
Yeah.
for me to like believe it. But
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I
What about
agree.
like Tekashi 6ix9ine who has that fucking?
no, if
Yeah.
he was an idiot.
Stupid.
It's right there, dude.
Nope, I'm
it's
right
about
on
as
that.
dumb as it gets, man.
That's crazy.
I'm
though.
Post Malone, dude.
Yeah, man. That's like getting tattooed just for the sake of getting tattooed.
You know what?
I feel like that takes away from it.
Tekashi 6ix9ine is gonna catch an amazing makeup deal because he's gonna cut all that hair and have to cover up all that tattoos, and they're gonna be like, if Tekashi 6ix9ine can look like Daniel, then you can look like a bitch too.
'Cause he could be look like a snitch as well, bro.
Stupid.
I'm all down with it.
Yeah, that guy's a
He's gonna have
But
a
yeah.
singing career.
Fuck
after
no,
this.
man.
So Jay.
Yeah, I'm
on the
gonna
face
say
tattoos.
yeah for Amber Rose, unfortunately, man.
Nah.
Yeah, man,
crazy,
that's
though.
a little ridiculous.
I didn't even see what it was. What'd she get for him?
Oh,
Oh.
look at this.
Yeah,
Bash,
it's just
and,
crazy.
Bash and Smash. Those are her kids' names.
What?
What
Bash
is wrong
and
with
Smash.
her?
Yeah.
I mean,
so-
if it's under your hairline, I'm down with it. You know what I mean?
Look at that. Bash and Sloth.
That's just
The
that's
fucking kid,
terrible.
his name is Sloth.
Bro, she's just guaranteeing she never has to work.
Slash. Bash and Slash. I was close.
She guarantees she'll never have to work again. Is that what you said?
Yeah. That's all she's doing. She's like, I ain't gotta work.
Nah, never again.
fuck
Never
shit,
again.
hire
I don't
me.
know. I mean, what are we getting old? Are we getting old or is it?
It's part that, part
Yeah,
that
I
is
don't know.
also ridiculous.
Yeah.
Her reasoning behind getting that tattoo is equally ridiculous.
Okay, but all right.
She
She's
said
not-
that Kobe's death inspired her to tattoo her forehead. That's the fucking shit she said on fucking TV, like an idiot. Was like, I don't want to get too emotional, but Kobe died, and I wanted to get this tattoo. That dead
All right.
serious what she said. I was blown. I had
but
to turn
her,
it off.
she's not
yeah, I
like
don't know.
she may be quote unquote a model, right? But she's definitely making some money off of it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Absolutely,
we're
yeah. I mean-
us, our three of us are talking about her now.
Yeah,
Granted,
that's true.
you know, all two of you out there probably don't care, but it's just a matter of it just looks. Why would you get that there?
Tacky, bro. Tacky Landia.
Like maybe I mean even I even take a neck tattoo, right?
Oh yeah. No, I mean I think you can make neck tattoos look good, but
Yeah.
that's just I don't know. It
Crazy.
Doesn't look very good.
Yeah, man.
Let me ask you a serious question right now, dude.
All right.
Is Stevie Wonder blind?
Is Stevie Wonder blind?
Yeah.
Not according to Shaq.
Not according to Shaq. I've heard again rumbles and grumbles on the internet that
Yeah.
he is not blind. That he in fact there's a video out there. Now, what do you know? I'll look up this video.
Yeah.
So there's a video out there of Shaq talking about a story. He was living in some building in West LA, and Shaq gets out of his car
No, just
and
look up
gets into the.
go back one, or go back to all. Go to the truthers because it has like all the videos.
All right. So
Essentially, Shaq tries to catch the elevator, and Stevie Wonder keeps it open and says, "Hi, Shaq."
no way.
Yeah, and Shaq hadn't said shit to him,
Yep.
and no one had told him that Shaq was right there.
And then this
No
is the
shit.
trippiest shit right here.
So if you're looking at the screen, it's a GIF where apparently Stevie Wonder catches a falling mic.
Yep.
Oy vey.
How does he know?
It's just gonna
It's
keep.
falling.
We're just gonna keep looping it.
Full screen that shit. It looks like he barely caught it on his arm. It's not like he caught a hand in the middle.
Well, no, I think he handed it off.
Look
Caught
He's
it in his
prepping
hand,
to
handed
catch it.
off.
He's
Yeah.
prepping to catch it. Look at his body.
Look at his left hand.
He sees it.
He's like, "Ooh, I got you, bro.
Oh, that motherfucker.
Don't worry about it, Paul
You haven't
McCartney."
seen that?
Oh
I got you,
my
Paul
God,
McCartney.
I've never seen this.
No.
You
No,
go
wait,
ahead,
wait,
Paul
look
McCartney.
at it. I mean, he hears the sound going away from the
But
mic.
everybody's
Nah,
clapping and it's loud.
man.
How would he hear that?
I don't know.
So
Okay,
precisely.
Also, okay,
His
that
hearing
thing's
must
flying
be-
through the air.
there's also varying degrees of blindness. We
Yeah.
don't know if he's like completely blind. He could
So-
be just like
so
shapes
per-
and
so
eyes, right?
Per Zach.
His
yesterday-
Wikipedia page.
Right? Aren't you guys blind?
Yeah.
How blind are you?
I'm blinded by the light.
Revved up
Blinded
like
by
a
the-
douche.
Blinded by
Yeah.
love.
By a douche.
by a douche. Oh, you know what that means? You know the
Revved
deuce.
up like a deuce. It's a car.
It's a car. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a
I
car.
didn't fucking. It's
Yeah, I
not
looked
douche,
that shit
guys.
up.
Revved up like,
Like
a
a
douche.
douche.
It's not that. It's
rev-
deuce.
yeah, revved up like a deuce.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Sick
Anyway,
as fuck.
but yeah,
Sick AF.
look. What do you guys think out there in
us
internet
a
world?
call.
It looks like Stevie Wonder is catching that motherfucking mic. Oh, I got you, Paul McCartney.
Oh,
Don't even trip.
Who is
Yeah.
that? DL Hughley right next to him and shit.
Is that
No, that's
I?
Orlando Jones, Mad TV fame.
Oh, I thought that was
is
Quincy
it? Oh,
Jones.
no, dude, that's not Orlando Jones, bro.
I know. I'm just fucking.
But yeah, that's crazy though. It does look like he's catching
Shout out
that.
Mad TV. Our childhood.
It does
Shout
look
out
like he's
Matt
catching
TV.
that microphone. I don't know. It's crazy.
Dude, there's a whole bunch of stories like of him like pulling out of the driveway and like driving down the block and
Drifting.
Shit. No, like taking.
Why does he go to basketball games? Why does he go to basketball games and sit like front row?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, scroll down.
Oh no shit! And
There's pictures of him at.
Like you literally can sit in the last fucking seat for free, dick.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't matter. You're
I
gonna
mean,
be
he could be
fine.
listening to it on the radio.
You could still do that in the last seat of the fucking arena.
The birth. Stevie
Yeah, that's-
Wonder, take away origin story.
I just think it's wild, bro. I really do.
I really gotta go pee pee.
Just hold it, bro.
Should I go?
Just hold it.
Yeah, you could
Yeah.
go. Dog.
Just hold it.
You got
I
like
can't.
10
No,
more, you
no.
got like 10 more minutes, but you could go.
Well, no, you just do it right here on screen. Fuck.
God, he's such a fucking jamoke.
What? Wait, are we? Is this one of the videos? This is a big surprise. Before we, I don't want to.
Wait, where's he gonna go piss? Like outside?
on his car.
Good for him. Bomani
Stevie
Jones.
Wonder.
Look at those fingers.
Behind the horn. Behind the horn.
Why are they talking about
I
sports?
don't know. Anyway.
Look.
Look. See, there he is.
Why in the
Why
fuck
is-
are you there, dude? And why are you watching the game?
He
That-
hears it.
You're
He
fucking
hears it.
blind. Oh
He
my
hears it,
god.
though.
What?
There's no and shout out to my wife Rita. She was the
pointed
one
it
who
out.
pointed this shit out to me.
Stevie
And she's
Wonder.
like, if you want to talk about some fucking conspiracy, talk about this
Stevie
motherfucker Stevie
Wonder
Wonder. So shout
is
out to
a
my beautiful
fraud,
wife.
Is a charlatan. Isn't he,
He
lovely?
is a charlatan.
Isn't he lovely?
This kind of pisses me off because why? What does he get from being blind?
Again, maybe he's not completely blind. Maybe he's just like shapes blind. Look at him right there, looking straight at the camera.
Yes. Oh my god. this
Hey
is
everybody. Hey, what's up?
Yeah, the haters.
Okay, maybe right there he's listening to.
Come on, Dre. What do you think, bud?
Look, he's looking right at you, bro.
No,
Hey,
he's not.
hey, Dre.
He's like, isn't I lovely?
Isn't I lovely? Oh, what is he looking at? He's taking a picture of Michael Jackson. Here's Stevie Wonder taking a photo of Michael Jackson at the Motown Museum.
If he's blind, he's taking a picture of his dick. He's taking a
No, look at where he's pointing. He's
Exactly.
pointing directly at his face.
Dre, come on, man.
Dre, look at that picture,
give
bro.
Give it some of the love that it deserves.
What is it?
It's a picture of
It's a picture of
Stevie
Stevie Wonder taking a picture.
of Michael
that fool
Jackson.
also likes to joke around. That fool makes
I don't
jokes.
know if people who are blind have a sense of humor like that. Okay,
they
that
may.
seems
I
really
mean,
witty.
You don't. Not with that attitude.
That's
I'm
crazy
trying.
though. I don't know, man. This
Tired defending this man.
new
Look,
shit has
I'm just
come
saying-
to light, bro.
I'm just saying. Okay, how the fuck if he's blind and been blind his whole life, how does he know to do that with a camera? How does he even know how a fucking camera functions?
Was he born blind?
Ah.
Maybe I don't. We don't know his story. Maybe he
Yes.
got blind.
Zach knows the whole fucking background. Once he gets done from taking his tampon out, we'll figure that shit out.
But yeah, all right,
Um,
that's crazy. Crazy.
Yeah, I mean, why are you like seriously? He doesn't know, or I can't imagine how he would know how a camera functions. Why would that be information that's given to him anyway? You're never gonna fucking need it. Just be good at playing fucking piano if you're fucking blind.
and like sing, you
Right?
Sing like
Yeah,
a
sing
fucking
good.
angel,
I'll
bro.
Fun.
I'll fucking take the pictures.
Is that
You
fun?
fucking
Yeah,
sing
maybe
the
he's
song.
like, here, give me that fucking thing.
Why is it? Is that Michael?
Oh, it doesn't. He doesn't know. I don't know what
yeah.
Stevie Wonder sounds
Okay,
like.
Zach, attack is back.
Hey,
Zach.
do you know if Stevie Wonder was born blind or did he get blind?
It says in his Wikipedia, or at the very top of this page, that
This-
he was born 6 weeks premature, and because
So
of
it's his
that,
fault.
they put him in a high. Yeah, it's definitely his fault. But they put him in a high oxygenated like chamber.
All right, so he got
and,
high.
Yeah, so like pump oxygen
Yeah.
into him for growth or whatever.
Did it pop his?
And because he was so premature or whatever, like his retina's detached.
Gotcha. Okay, so he
So
would
like
see.
blind since birth.
And all right, so how would he know how to use the camera?
Yep. That's
I mean,
my.
somebody can explain to him. How
He's
to use
just
it,
yeah.
but-
He's
Yeah,
just,
but
he
why-
just makes jokes.
But I'm just saying, how is this? Why is this information that he needs as a blind man? You're gonna need to know how to take a fucking
I'm gonna
picture
have
with
to
a
take
camera.
a picture.
One
'cause
day,
it's Michael
that picture's
Jackson.
gonna look
What
like
if they
dick.
told him, "Hey, that's Michael"?
What if those photos are worth millions of dollars because he just did that?
I would definitely buy a copy of that. This was a picture taken by Stevie Wonder.
How shitty is it?
Damn, I was about to say
I
a
kind of
joke.
agree with what Dre said, dude. Like that
How
fool's just
shitty
fucking
is that
around.
picture?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. How shitty is that picture?
Here,
And
I'm
how-
gonna make memories.
I can kind of see that, man. That maybe
George
he's
just
just
W.
fucking
fucking
Bush,
around.
George W. Bush is a shitty ass painter, but he can sell his shit for a grip. Why
Yeah,
can't,
that's true.
why can't this guy do
well,
that?
That's
it's
true.
notoriety, dog.
He has
that's true.
charisma.
He can. Yeah.
There's blind people running marathons.
Well, yeah, you don't need to see. where
Yeah.
he's-
I'm saying, you're
Blind
saying you
people?
need eyes to take photos. You need eyes to run a marathon.
Maybe he clicks like a bat.
And he just, like-
echolocation. He can see it.
Bro,
Maybe his tongue is so like his tongue game
Yeah.
is so strong, dude, that like
who hurt
it's
you, man?
so
You have
fast
no
and high
faith.
pitched.
you have no faith, man. Who hurt you?
I don't
just
know.
whistles,
The,
right?
Go
And
watch
like
it.
just the
Life did, Jay.
reverberation.
Go
Life
watch
did.
it. Go watch a Disney movie.
Life hurt me.
Whistles really high.
I don't know, dude.
Pass that shit
All
over
right.
there.
All right, so moving. Okay, so let us know, guys. 323-743-3731 on the last couple minutes
9
that we have
minutes.
here. 9
I'll
minutes.
call.
All right, can you queue up Jay or what is it? Jay or Nay, please.
What the fuck?
What the?
9 minutes? You got Jared.
We're gonna shotgun that shit. No, not that one.
That's the intro.
That's the intro, homie.
We just been talking too much shit about shit.
comes, or is it fucking assholes? Jay or
I gotta ask you something before we get into this. What'd your parents do with the money, dog?
Huh?
What'd your parents do with the money?
My parents?
Yeah, what'd they do with the money?
What money?
The money for your singing lessons, homie.
You see that one coming?
Oh.
God damn it.
It
Guys.
was a dad joke. You're a dad, Dick. You should have been able to get that.
God
bro. Come
damn
on.
it.
Like what?
You don't ask your daughter that every time she sings? I ask my daughter that every time she sings.
I never.
What did your parents do with the
No,
money?
I just go,
The
no,
one,
stop,
the
don't
one
stop.
you do is who sings that? Keep it that way.
Oh yeah, that's classic. That's classic. My
That is
wife
a
is
classic.
caught on.
It took me a few times before I realized what the fuck they were saying. Punch him in the
Like,
mouth.
oh, well, yeah,
Fuck
of
you,
course they're
dick.
gonna say, fuck you, bro.
Punch you
Don't
in
say
the mouth.
that, baby.
All right.
What you got for us there, Jimbo?
We're gonna go
Jim
through
Bob?
these shotgun real quick.
Jimothy.
Give me your
Jim James Jimothy?
Ja or Jay or Nay
May I call you
on
Jimothy?
this first one. Yes,
All
sir.
right, let's go. Let's go.
What do we
Yeah,
got?
call you ski ski.
You can call me
He's
Susan if it makes
Just
you
don't
happy.
call me late for dinner. Another dad joke.
That was a good one. Womp.
What?
Time traveler, other dimension
Whoa,
dweller.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
We've
whoa,
gotten
whoa,
into
whoa,
this
whoa,
before.
whoa, whoa.
Or shitty camera.
I
Or-
think it's a. Oh.
Oh.
It is looking at a screen, and there is.
is.
It does
It
look
is.
like there's a light source in
It
the
does.
back.
It does.
Like a reflection.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, but if I'm gonna,
Shit. If I'm a betting man, I'm gonna say, nay. Just go. Oh.
I'm gonna say Jay because I talked about it on the show with you before, where I think there's a fabric in between us and like other dimensions, and
Yes.
that's
They
just where
touch.
it's.
Yep.
That's where it touched.
That's crazy. I don't
That's
know,
where
man.
us and another
I
dimension
don't know.
touched.
You know what?
That
Okay,
was
I'm gonna
tough,
dissect my
dude.
own video because I did it because I
did it.
I whipped this out for you guys. It could be simple fucking CGI, my guy.
True.
It looks simple enough, or interlaced videos.
See, that's the thing, man. I'm not versed in that at all.
Uh-huh.
So I couldn't deny the validity of it being
You know
CGI
why
like
though?
that. You know what I mean? Like
And I'll tell you why. Because the little figure comes out from behind the pole.
That's easy.
Yeah,
That's lazy.
yeah, it's way too easy to do that. Like, oops, from a
I
pole.
can see that.
You know what I mean?
That's lazy. That's lazy and
You know-
convenient. Yeah.
You could do that. You could fake
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I know that you
Absolutely.
could fake that.
Absolutely.
So is that a nay?
I'm gonna give it an A.
I'm gonna give that an A as
But
well.
I like
I like.
again. It could be a dimension.
Yep.
I like the dimension now more. I like the possibility of a dimension more than a
Hey.
ghost.
Welcome to my world, dude.
Yeah, like I
Oh,
think
man.
mathematically, you can.
You think that's quantifiable right now?
It's quantifiable, undeniable.
Uh-huh.
That's all I had.
Yeah.
I could tell.
Damn.
We should have a. we
Thanks,
should
dude.
get
You
on
should go-
Freestyle Friday and
hurt-
suck
You should go on
very
tour
hard.
with that.
You're hurting my little feelers.
We'll do the rhyme session, but yeah, I'll give it.
Cypher.
I'll give it a nay on that one.
I-
Sorry,
I,
but
I agree.
if you told me it was an interdimensional
Like a
loop
okay.
or interference, it happens all the
That's
time
more
with radio,
plausible.
radio frequency, radio. It happens in radio all
That's
the time.
more plausible.
That is more plausible.
All right,
100.
Shallow
Nay.
Dave.
Shallow Dave says nay.
All right. And
What about?
Shallow Dre Day all day?
That
Go for
was-
it, dude. I don't give a fuck.
I'm not gonna say it, man. That's for us.
That's fake.
That's fake.
Fake as fuck.
I thought you.
Fake AF.
I thought you were gonna say real. Anyway, all right. No, next one.
Oh shit.
Is this somebody getting their head blown off?
No. Up here in the top top left.
Is this a bar?
Yeah. Check that out right here. And
So quiet.
Shit.
Scared the shit out of you.
Oh, there it
Oh.
goes.
CG, bro. That's fucking CG.
CG.
CG. It looks like a shitty little Pokemon, bro.
Shitty little Pokemon. I mean, it was a glass breaking, right?
Yeah.
Oh, is it a glass break?
Yeah.
Zach, do you even know what the fuck you're looking at?
No, I didn't know what I was looking at.
See,
actually.
Stevie Wonder, it could be just another
Where's
way
the
of
glass?
blind.
Where's the glass falling from?
Snow
It
blindness.
came from right here, and it falls to the floor.
Okay, so now I'm looking for where the glass comes from, right?
Yeah. And clink. Oh,
It comes from the second
from
one.
the first one. Yeah.
Yo, it
that
looks like it
doesn't
gets
look
thrown,
real.
dude.
You think someone bumped into it? You think these assholes up here?
You could-
have a fucking whiskey sour, bro?
You don't have you ever fucked with a drunk person like that?
No, whiskey sour.
No,
I
no,
fucked
we're
a-
closed.
I fucked a drunk person like that.
I get two
What's-
sambucas.
what was his name?
John.
You see that?
Yeah,
At
it's
the
a
DJ,
DJ booth.
Yeah. Two sambucas.
But yeah, so it's a name.
Stupid, yeah, it's a name, dude.
Enjoy
And the only reason is because if you look at it, dude, it looks like it's being catapulted from that fucking drawer. Or
So,
that
all
little
right,
cubby.
so for me, like what sets it off, dude, is that you could see the layers, bro. Like that shit doesn't look real on that floor.
Ah.
Oh, but you know what? This guy reacted pretty
Well, I mean, you could
naturally.
Well, I mean, he could just
Look.
be acting out, or I don't know.
Look.
That glass doesn't look real.
Yeah, dude, that doesn't look real. Yeah, yeah,
No.
this is bullshit.
But if you told me it was an interdimensional
Homosexual?
touching of the
It was interdimensional docking.
Yep.
I'm down.
Then you would have had something there.
Yep.
All right.
What else you got?
That one's an A. And this one's another time traveler jumper.
Fuck
Yumper.
yeah, I like these.
Hashtag Yumper.
Whoa.
Why is he running? Where's he come from?
See? Whoop.
And what's he
How
stepping?
the fuck did no one else notice him just pop out of thin air?
Because everyone's minding their business, dude. I mean, people mind their own business all the time.
I don't know, dude.
People get kidnapped on broad daylight in cities, and people don't bat an eye.
People are all on their phones.
It's so true, dude. It's so true. That's one of the things that bothers me about just people in general.
I mean, this could be some food jumping from dimensions.
Yeah.
Fuck me, dude. Jesus Christ.
What if that's God? I mean, it's crazy. Ever since certain shit has happened, it kind of feels like it's a simulation. Like it just feels like they're just throwing random shit into the
Everything kind of just
into the system right now.
Everything
Aye.
kind of just lines up too perfectly.
Either lines up too perfectly or shit happens that you never thought would have happened.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I can see what you're saying.
Yeah.
And I'm not pointing anything specific, but it's funny because I spoke about this particular. So anyway, J or nay on this guy. Sorry.
I'm gonna say Jay.
I'm gonna say Jay.
I wanna.
We only got 2
Shotgun
minutes.
J. We got 2 minutes, brother. But yeah, so that one's a interdimensional J.
Can we do? I wanted to do a funny one. Long Beach
But you only got 2
woman
minutes. All right.
launches car. Oh.
Oh yes. This one's awesome.
J or nay, this bitch was drunk as fuck. Take it or shake it. This
Right
bitch was
there.
drunk as
Here
fuck.
we go.
Let's
Play.
hope we don't get an ad, and we do.
And we did get a
No worries.
stupid ad.
But yeah, so in Long Beach, this woman was plastered and out of her mind. She was zonked out of her mind driving super fast
Yep.
into one of those roundabouts, which are pretty convenient. I
Yep.
like roundabouts.
I
But
like him too.
this lady decided to take a shortcut through. Boom. Look at that.
Look how much air she got, dog.
Dude.
Okay.
Look how much air she got, dog.
flew.
How fast
Can
do
you go
think
full
she's-
screen on that
Over
bitch?
100.
Over a hundo?
No way. Look
15
at
feet,
that.
maybe.
15 what? What'd you say?
15
She flew
feet,
15
man.
feet
No,
in
I'm-
the fucking
So she knocked out a boulder, and that boulder went flying and it smashed on that
Oh, look
car
at that.
on
Look at-
the
look at-
side.
Whoosh.
Oh my god!
You live your life 1 mile at a minute. What is it? This is family,
Oh, great, dude. Just whoa.
Kick it, Hobbs.
Kick it, Hobbs.
It's fucking what's it called, dude?
What's Toretto?
No, what's the show with the Dixie car?
Oh,
I can't remember the name of the show.
Dukes of Hazzard.
Dukes of Hazzard, yeah.
Starsky and Hutch, fucking idiot.
Can we do a funny J or nay?
Nah, that's it, man. We gotta start.
We gotta say- that's
gotta
a nay.
start
Saying our
making
thank yous?
Yeah, we gotta start saying our thank yous. First of all, thank you guys very much for joining us today. Zach,
Thank you for having
man.
us, dude.
Dave,
Yeah, that was a lot of
Shallow
fun, man.
Dave, thank you very much. Dre, thank you for putting up with me today. Everyone else, thank you. Where can we find Shallow Dave and
So I am on
Beardo Zach?
I am on the Twitter at
Where you twat.
Dave at We Are LAHC. I'm going to probably be changing that, but follow me there. I retweet and Instagram ASAP_David.
Good shit, good shit. Where can we catch you?
I don't put my social media out
All
there
right,
for
cool.
people to get into me.
Oh, wow.
I don't want people in me.
Just
gonna-
follow me and then you'll find Zach.
Hey, but what was his nickname?
You don't want it out there? They'll be fine. They'll find him. They'll find him eventually.
Cranberry
you
I
guys
said,
will find him. You
what's
guys
my
are,
nickname?
oh,
WPZ.
WPZ.
Which has
And
nothing to do with
again, Dre. Again, thank you, sir.
Gracias, hermano.
Oh yeah, cool. You're welcome.
Fuck.
Thank you guys once again.
We tried.
We tried.
I hope we didn't bore you too much.
Yeah.
Again,
We got into the weeds there a little bit.
shout out to Jason. You're on a date. I hope you get it in.
Yeah, buddy.
Angel, we
why
love
you
your
missed the
baby. Yeah, he had a date
Hey,
today, by the way. We
congratulations
didn't
on the
even
baby,
fucking
Angel.
talk about it. Jason had a date. I hope you get it in. Good luck.
Eat the pain away. Eat the pain away.
All right, peace.
Change